asked over 100 women on how to live your best 30s, and they all agree on one thing. Hello? Hi. Hi. So, is our life perfect and amazing yet? No, very far from perfect. What? But you're 30! I'm actually way past 30. What? Oh my gosh, you're so old! I thought by then our life would for sure be perfect. Have all of our hopes and dreams come true yet? Girl, I'll keep you posted.
Okay, well, you better get to work on them because...
Welcome to my series where I dive into what adulting looks and feels like as women in our 30s. Tips and tricks, venting sessions, crying sessions, and more. I guess I'll have to tell 12-year-old me, I'm still growing in my 30s. Welcome everyone, class is in session. I recently took a trip to New York City. It was kind of like a last hurrah trip before we get settled in for the fall. And it was so fun. It was very like arts and entertainment filled. We saw friends, we ate a lot of good food. And while I was there, I was kind of thinking, okay, I'm doing this series about 30s and there's countless infinite amazing women who have passed the decades of their 30s and I don't know, think fondly of it or think about advice from that decade or from that season of their life. And I was like, why am I not asking them?
Huh?
Thanks to the platform that I have access to all these incredible people, why not ask? So I actually posted a story while I was in New York City and I said, to all my 40 plus queens, any advice on living your best 30s? And this post actually did really well. I think it got like 35,000 views or something, which is pretty high for my story views. And I feel like that means a lot of people are interested in either answering these questions or knowing the advice. I got around 138 answers from the survey and let's talk about them today. So not very surprisingly, there was a lot of overlap in the answers. There's about like 10 topics or categories, if you will, that everyone just kind of touched on. And so I kind of grouped all the answers into these categories and we're gonna go through them. The most common type of advice was regarding health and fitness. Prioritize your health, gym, healthy eating habits, build muscle, do as much physical activity as possible, strengthen your core, start exercising regularly if you aren't already, move your body every day. Strength training. So of the 130-ish responses, 25 of them all touched on some type of fitness, exercise, or health-related advice. I've also read that gaining muscle mass after your 30s is harder and it's difficult, so like really kind of harnessing this decade to not delay exercising any further. And this is so relevant for me because I've never been into fitness, never been athletic, never been into sports. Like that's just not my thing. And I think it was kind of a wake-up call coming into my 30s and realizing, okay, like I need to build some muscle. It is crucial for the longevity and happiness of my life, like seeing my parents and my grandma and that they say the same things. So ladies, let's build some muscle. I think it was really refreshing to see a lot of people talking about fitness and not in terms of like looking good. It was really about like getting ready and doing this for your body and for your health for a much better and happier life, if you will. Like I think in our teens and 20s, it was all about either like sports related things, accomplishments, your body, how you look, like weight loss, etc. But I think in your 30s, it was a lot about like feeling good and actually being healthy and strong for future you. Second most common advice was regarding travel. Travel, ski, read, especially before kids. Travel as much as you can. Travel, try all the new things, don't be afraid to ask, just do it. Travel, 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 travel. Like that tip was also endless. I think it makes sense. I think if you have the means, if you are at a place where you can, like for me, I feel like I've really taken this to heart. My husband and I both, we have been really spending a lot of our money, our hard-earned money on traveling, and it's so worth it. I think like seeing more of the world, seeing different types of people, seeing different communities of people, how they live, what they eat, you know, how certain cities work, and yeah, it really opens your eyes to things. I think it helps you become more empathetic to others. It helps you just become more open-minded. Like, there is no harm in coming from traveling more, and I can't say I agree more. Like, I am sure once I hit my 40s and my 50s, like, if anyone in their 30s asked me, should I be traveling more or less, I would say travel more. So third place was one that I wasn't really expecting. I feel like I kind of expected health, fitness, and travel a little bit, but third place was anything about stop caring about what other people think. Pardon the language, but abide by the fuck it mentality where fear of judgment is concerned. Not a queen, but don't care what anyone says and just live life the way you want to, period. Okay, well, if you answered to this, then you're a queen. Don't listen to the haters and live your life. Honestly, stop caring so much about what others think of you. Free up that energy. Give less fucks. Do the stuff that scares you. Do not compare yourself to other people. Be thankful for your blessings. Don't listen to what others say or think about you. Be fully authentic and live your life. I'm a month into 40. I wish in my 30s I had cared less about what others think. Do you, girl.
Hell yeah, and you do you too, girl.
Don't let people tell you what you can or can't achieve. Don't chase others either. I think that that's such an important reminder. Like, I feel like this whole notion of being insecure, really caring what people think about you, it sometimes can feel very high school or something you deal with in your youth. And I disagree. Like, that continues through the rest of your life, into your 40s and after. And I thought that was a really good reminder to, if there's anything holding you back from doing something you want to do, it's like the thing that is holding you back is the thought of others or the judgment of others. I mean, and it doesn't even have to be a big thing, like little things in your daily life of, I don't know, doing something that might be embarrassing when you go to this bar or trying something new. Like, I don't know, whatever it is, like that notion of stop caring what other people think is so easier said than done, but it was a good reminder, and I was surprised to see how much people emphasize that for your 30s. Fourth place was a tie for two things. There was a lot of advice about taking care of your skin, which I kind of separated from like health and exercise, because this is a separate activity that you just need to put a little bit of emphasis on. I really appreciated this one. I feel like I'm generally good about skincare, and it's something that I've always cared about, even in my youth and my 20s. But I think I'm definitely more vigilant and like care more in my 30s because I'm starting to notice signs of aging in my skin. Double cleanse your skin daily. Sunscreen, and take care of your skin. Wear sunscreen and regret nothing. Moisturize, use SPF, take care of your skin and body, have fun. So ladies, wear that sunscreen. Don't forget to moisturize. Someone said double cleanse. Whatever it means to take care of your skin. Let's not obsess over it in an unhealthy way, but let's take care of it where in our 40s and 50s and 60s, we can look back and know like we did a good job taking care of it. Okay, so the tie for fourth place, which again, I was really surprised by, was about boundaries. Don't hold back, say no more. Don't be afraid to say no. Saying no a lot is very freeing. It helped me set some very beautiful boundaries for 40s. Yeah, I was just thoroughly surprised about boundaries, and I could probably make a longer video about this, but I feel like in your 20s, there's so much bandwidth that you have. Like, not only physically do you just have so much energy in your 20s, like mentally too. I just think you're like still a sponge and you're just soaking everything in. But in your 30s, like you really have to be selective about where you spend your energy and how you spend your energy. And the boundaries thing is very, very relevant for sure. I think even in my life, like in so many of my friends or family's lives, like it is crucial. It's crucial, and especially if you are a people pleaser like so many women are, I think like practicing how to set boundaries in your 30s is gonna set you up for an amazing 40s and onward. Set those boundaries, ladies. Sorry everyone, I had to go to a birthday party, and so I had to cut that short and then Here we are in the next day. Also, tomorrow is Chuseok, which is the Mid-Autumn Festival that many Asian countries celebrate. And so I just want to say happy Chuseok, happy official fall. I am going to be making a traditional Chuseok dish, dessert, if you will, which is the songpyeon. It is a moon-shaped rice cake. So I'm gonna be making that today as we talk about the wonderful tips and tricks and advice from all the wonderful queens that responded to my question. I got about 10 responses regarding money. And that's not a surprising thing, right? Money is a huge thing in our society, in this world. I got about 6 responses talking about spending that money. I know, interesting, right? Buy the damn purse. Amen, sister, I know what you mean. Just get the things that you want. It's this weird sense of not being reckless with your money, but also not being so precious with it, right? Like, nobody is guaranteed tomorrow. If there's something that you just really want, but it's kind of expensive, but you can actually afford it, she says buy it. Buy the damn purse. Don't wait, go on the trip, buy the shoes, experience it all. Your back will never be this young again. Do/buy the thing, especially if it brings you immense joy. Live and spend money on experience over material things. Do that trip you think you don't have enough money for, cherish your experiences. Be unapologetically you, spend your big girl money how you want. Now, on the other half of this end, it's about saving your money, which I got 4 responses for. Invest in your retirement fund, compound interest, enough said. I'll send more later. One from Queena, actually, someone that I personally know. Travel and save all the money you can save. I wish I'd done that. Save as much money as you can, exercise for old age, not for looks. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. 5 responses recommended getting more sleep and prioritizing sleep now in your 30s. This was also surprising. I did not know people would tell me to sleep more now. Maybe it's because it's harder to get good sleep later on in your life. Apologize less, eat well, sleep well, wear your sunscreen, get a doctor who listens to you. Prioritize working out for physical and mental health, plus sleeping. Good boss over pay and title, sleep and drink water. Take care of your body, weight training, and know what goes into your body, and sleep. Sounds like sleep is very important in this decade. Everybody go to bed. Stop scrolling. The next one is one I thought was so interesting, and it's about building a good relationship with yourself. Find a hobby you're passionate about and really take care of your body, mind, and soul. Love each decade and live your life, heal from traumas, learn from your mistakes, and keep growing and learning. Body positivity and don't give a shit. Stop caring what anyone thinks, go out and do things by yourself and enjoy solitude. Don't fall into the trap that you're old, stop comparing yourself to your 20s. This one hit me right here. Be true to self, follow your inner voice, invest in yourself, nobody else will. Go girl! Yes, take time to deepen and strengthen your relationship with yourself. Therapy helps. Be kindest to yourself, and you can always make more money, but you can't make more time. Love yourself, your looks, your body, appreciate your youth, and the gifts that gives you. Build a meaningful relationship with yourself. That's just freaking beautiful. I'm learning that my bestie, my biggest bestie is me. Am I a loser? I also got 4 messages regarding kids. One person said have them earlier. 3 people said either have them later or just don't have them at all. I don't know, take that with it what you will. But yeah, we cannot deny kids is a big topic in our 30s as women. I also got 2 responses talking about freezing your eggs, which I think is really important. Thinking about your family planning, whether or not you want children, whether you might want children, if you're not ready and this is something that you can't afford or you want to save for. It seems like a lot of women say, do it, freeze those eggs. I also just want to share some that didn't fall into any specific category, but I really appreciated or I feel like you might appreciate. Someone said, stay single. Take nature walks and watch the sunset. Sunset views do help. Be with someone that is kind to you. I wake up every morning feeling blessed because of him and my kids. I just felt like this one was really sweet because sometimes we can look at marriage or having children or whatnot in such a negative light, I feel like nowadays. So it's so nice and sweet to hear someone say, like, be someone that is just kind to you. I wake up every morning feeling blessed because of him and my kids. Like, this was so sweet. Drink more while you can. If you get an opportunity to move, do it. That's how I went from Toronto to Berlin to Milan. Spend more quality time with friends and drink less alcohol. Nothing is that serious. Let loose, have fun, live with integrity. Side note, moisturize. And finally, the best is yet to come. I feel like all in all, like the summary of how to live your best 30s, just like the echo chamber of all these wonderful women who share their advice, is prioritize yourself. And I feel like as women, we're naturally such givers to our families and friends, kids, our parents. Like, that's just how women are, which is why we're so amazing. And in some ways, I think a lot of women wish that they did prioritize themselves and wish they had thought of themselves more. And this sounds like such a be selfish speech, but I think it's crucial as we age, as our communities grow and our hearts grow bigger for people around us. Like, there is a time and place to be selfless and generous and to just let things overflow and spill onto others' plates, but there's also a lot of necessary seasons to fill your own cup, and that I feel like we prioritize less and less, especially for women. So ladies, prioritize thyself. Happy 30s living, and I'll see you in the next one.